inspection is going to explore some of the realities of human enhancement in terms of sort of people's cognitive abilities and strength, muscle development, beauty enhancement. It's in a 60-minute makeover / Jeremy Kyle type of format. The young people that are involved in the project have been finding out lots of facts, and now they're sort of finding interesting ways to turn that into a performance.
We're going to be like presenting it because we're going to do it as a body enhancement clinic.
I am the scientist, so I've had to learn quite a few things about technical words.
I'm an experiment that the doctor, the professor has done, and I've gone wrong.
I'm playing a guy with a computer chip in my brain, but there's two of us with a computer chip in our brain, fucked over it. One of us good, one of us is bad. You know what I mean? So I'm playing a bad guy.
Now that I've got involved with this, it's opened my eyes to where science is going to go in the future.
When I first came, I was really nervous. I've never done anything like this before.
I had a couple of different talks from different people coming down and explaining about it. And then from that, we wanted to make a performance to basically just go into the issues that we've addressed.
A lot of young people that are involved in the arts would run as far away as possible from anything scientific, but they kind of found themselves running to it.
Well, it was interesting to get sort of an insight into some of the things in science that you might not think really are up to date.
What's going on now is what I didn't even realise. Things that sound really futuristic are actually happening now, and it's mad.
The amount of things that I've learned is ridiculous.
It's been sick, man. It's been next level. It's been weird. I started off proper thinking it's not possible to do what I do and mix it with this, but we're doing all right now.
I've got more to talk about with my dad now because he's a scientist, and for a long time I've just been like, I don't understand.
I thought that, well, when I finished science at school, that I would never have to think about it again, but it's actually completely all around us all the time.
Never thought I would be delving into science again.
It's going to be performed at the Zion Centre in Hume and Manchester Arndale.
I think it's going to be good as well, performing in the Arndale and everything, big crowds and that. I love doing that sort of stuff, man. It's going to be good, man.
To perform in a shopping centre with where people walk past and people that I might know, and I just randomly walking past, it's weird.
I'm a bit scared, but it'll be okay, I'm sure.
I'm enjoying every minute of it. I mean, hope we can get on and do something else. Yeah.
Thank you for this opportunity. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm very excited to be joining you tonight, and I'm looking forward to travelling with you on a journey through possibility, exploring where imagination and technology might take us.
We're already part of an enhancement culture. So the moment that you wake up in the morning, you are brought into this enhancement culture by the very fact that your alarm clock is supplementing your body clock, forcing you to wake up. It's the start of your participation in this enhancement culture.
I have a small chip implanted just in my hand, which allows me to go up to the door of my laboratory and just wave my hand in front of it, and the door will open because it knows it's me.
We've now just got a few minutes for you to, if you have any questions for Andy or if you have any comments, just to respond to what you've seen in the first presentation.
Let's say engineering people to be free from disease or any kind of health vulnerability. That might be at one end of the scale where we think that sounds like a pretty good idea. If we could possibly do that, we probably couldn't. But if we could, that sounds something that most people would see, at least in keeping with what medicine tends to do generally.
Do you not think that in an overpopulated world that it's necessary for people to die, that it's not probably the best off in the whole world if people are living to a much longer time? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. I think, so my response to that is sort of two-part. One is that I don't think we live in an overpopulated world. I think we live in a world that is unable to distribute its resources adequately to provide for the great number of people that are here. Living forever, I think, is a very different category, but still not something that we can easily reject, because if you are 40 years old, 60 years old, 80-year-old, your answer to this might change significantly. But how do you impose on somebody that has the potential to live forever the obligation to end their life?
Tonight's performance of Seeking Perfection follows the journey of some young people as they go to the Enhancement store and choose for themselves what enhancement they would like.
Hello there. I just would like to thank everyone for coming down today and say good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's demonstration, brought to you by us, the scientists here at Seeking Perfection Body and Mind Enhancement Clinic. Did you know that 88% of the UK's population are unhappy with both their physical and mental state? The scientists here at Seeking Perfection have pushed the limits of science and have a number of cutting-edge body enhancement packages.
The most thing I was excited about was waking up after the surgery to see what the capabilities were with the chip, so.
Yeah, man. Same for me, man. Just no pain, just woke up, chip in my brain, happy as a daisy, man.
I had to have my arms taken off when I was about 5 years old because I had an infection and otherwise it's going to spread to the rest of my body.
Are you still okay with going through with the operation?
Yes.
Right, so Mary's okay to go through the operation. We're going to take her back through to surgery, bring her back out, and you can see how it's changed her life.
Okay, Mary, well, it seems that your arms are fitting like a glove, so to speak. I mean, how exactly do you feel?
I'd like to show you just how I feel.
How are you feeling after the therapy?
Just look at me, man. Feel great. I've never ever felt better, man. I've got my muscles, I've got everything that I've ever wanted.
As you can see then, it seems that the whole procedure was successful. I mean, here it's...
He's been successful.
Excuse
Not
me?
successful at all. You've made him horrible. He's arrogant. He's lost his personality. And where's that doctor? Come on, doctor. Where are you hiding? You've ruined my life. You've ruined my life. You've ruined my leg.
I'm sorry, I don't see what the problem is. I did tell you about the risks before we did do the procedure. It's time to join the future and leave the present behind. Enhance yourself and become a part of the new mankind. Think of the possibilities in one breath. My hands can bring life right back into death.
You've ruined my life. You've
show
ruined
it
my
here,
life. Oh,
guys.
it's all right. I'm going. It's fine. You don't need it.
I was really impressed by the way in which the young people engaged with the issues surrounding enhancement, the concerns that they picked out, and the way that they were able to present these in a way that was accessible to the whole audience. I'm sure I'm not alone in saying I really thoroughly enjoyed it.
It's been an education. The whole experience has been an education. It's opened my mind up to new ways of thinking, the whole way I perceive science, and maybe not even just that, the people that work within science.
The highlight for me is bringing together such a complex sort of set of ideas into a full project in a very, very short space of time.
One thing I've learned is that the whole thing on like computer chips in the brain and enhancement and that, I didn't like it that much at the start, but like now at the end of it, I'll get it all.